race weekend again. The second weekend in a row. I've just woken up, so bear with me if my brain isn't switched on yet. It is race day, so I am racing in the Women's Doubles Pro at 11:30 with Cass. Cass is who I've done my other two women's doubles with. So it's going to be, it's fun. I found out that we're in the same heat as, so that mic goes really loud, as Joanna. And Joanna is literally like the second best Hyrox. She came second at World Champs, individual, so it's fun. So we're going to just have to let her and her partner run off and just run our race, because absolutely no chance we can keep up with them. Oh, I look tired today. I'll wake up soon. Gotta have a coffee. But yeah, having oats now, just breakfast. I feel like 11:30 is a good time to race, because it's not too late, but it's not too early that you can still get like a proper meal and actually wake up. So have this, and then I might go a little walk, just like down the road, just pick up a coffee, come back and start sorting myself out, because I haven't registered yet. I was meant to go in yesterday, but it was pouring all day yesterday, so I was like, I'm not walking over in the rain. I'll just do it when I'm over there today. So I'll head in there a little bit earlier today, register and stuff. But there's a bit of a, so I'm 25 and Cass turns 35 in a month. So she realistically should bring our age group up. But because she's only 34 now, if you don't know how the age groupings work when you're in doubles, they just take the average of your ages. It equals 29.5. So realistically, it should round us up into the 30 to 34 age group. But currently they've put us in the 25 to 29 age group. And we do not want to be in that age group, because that is the age group that Joanna and stuff are in. And there's one qualifying spot for Worlds for whoever obviously comes first in the age group. And we would love to try and qualify. But if we're in that age group, they're absolutely going to take the qualifying spot. So we have a chance if they do put us in the 30 to 34 age group. So yeah, we're gonna have to try and suss that out either post-race or when I go in this morning. I'm staying in like a little Airbnb, and it's so much better than like an actual hotel room, because it's got a full-on kitchen. So I went to Woolies yesterday and like got oats. Oh, that's open. Got oats and literally everything that I needed today. I feel like some of the hotel rooms don't have a microwave or a stove or whatever. But I'm sorted. Toaster. I got my crumpets to have later. I'll have that closer to the race with some carbs. Yeah, I had some friends race yesterday, because they've put it over 3 days, just because Hyrox is mental in Australia. Like, everyone wants to do it. I think that's only because because we're so far away from everyone else. You're only really limited to the races in Australia, and so they just sell it. Whereas if you're in Europe or something, you can kind of like pick and choose which ones you want to do. So yeah, that's over 3 days, and I'm in Perth, and it took me 9 hours to get over here from Gold Coast. That is the same time it takes to fly from US to UK. And I just flew from one side of Australia to the other. 9-hour travel day. Wild. Bon appetit, oats and yogurt, banana. So I always get asked what I eat on race day. I just try and keep it super, super plain. Nothing that's going to upset my tummy. Like, this one thing they say is don't change anything on race day. So do exactly what you do, average day when you're just going to do a training session or like a long run or whatever. So I have oats for breakfast every morning. So I'm having oats for breakfast today. And then, like I said, we're at 11:30, so I'll have my crumpets, oh gosh, maybe at like 10 before I head over. The goal for Cass and I today, we would love to do around like 106, 105 maybe, because the first one we did 110. Yeah, we pretty much like done 110 both times, and we both improved so much from our first one. Like first one, we had no idea what we were doing, and we both did solo in, oh my gosh, where was that? Sydney. We both did solo in Sydney and improved our solo time by, again, both so much. So hopefully that translates well to mixed doubles. Sorry, not mixed doubles, doubles women's. Except my body's pretty tired, to be honest, just from all the flying, but obviously New Caledonia, back, home for a day. Now I travelled over here. I think my body's just a bit dead, so we'll see how we go. I went for a little run yesterday morning, just a little shakeout run, and I didn't feel amazing. So hopefully I feel a bit better today. I don't know. We'll see.
Big change up to New Caledonia. It's cold, it's windy. And it's just started raining. Perfect.
Race kit of the day. Obviously all wearing PUMA, and I'll put these little Dr. Hydrate tattoos on. Very cool. And of course my absolute best Hyrox shoes that I found. Obviously you guys saw or may have seen in, oh my gosh, like one of my first ones, my shoes came off when I was pushing the sled. But these are the best because they're carbon plated, so they make you run fast, but also stable and don't come off. So if you are looking for a Hyrox shoe, 100% recommend the Nitro Deviates. If they are quite expensive though, so if you can't justify spending that amount, oh my god, I can't speak. If you can't justify spending that amount of money, 100% recommend the just Nitro Deviates, not the Elites. They're also great because they have a power plate in them, so they're still going to give you that extra propulsion, but for a lower price range. So yeah, sorry, I'm stumbling because I put my Invisalign back in and I can't fucking speak. I'm on week 22. I've got like 4 or 5 weeks left. So I'm just gonna put up with it. Maroon today. Tell you what, I'm lucky I got a tan in New Caledonia. Oh, she's not cooperating today. So it's always the case when you actually want to do your hair good, you can't. But when it's just like an everyday, you can. Oh my god, I cannot get this thing off. Oh, I'm dripping everywhere. Oh my gosh. Whoopsies. Do it on that leg. I feel so professional because this is the sets that all the pros had to wear at Worlds. Obviously they had their name printed on it and stuff, but I feel like an elite athlete today. Let's hope we perform like one too. That'd be nice. A little 5-minute jog, and now we're going to head into the warm-up area, do skis, get properly warm, lunges, and all the other movements. Feeling good. Yeah. Are you talking to me? Yes, we are feeling good. She's logged in. We're matching what our previous on. Twins.
Funny. You talking to me? Yes.
Yes, I am. Yeah.
Haven't recovered, Jeremy. 100 said, good job. And back out through the rock zone. Next run continues. And the massive lead increases.
Alright, what do we get? 104. We got 104. So we've looked at our time and we came 7th overall and we came 4th in our age group. But if we were in the 30 to 34 age group, we would have came 1st and we would have qualified for Worlds. But I can't believe we did that. We wanted to get like 106 and we did a 6-minute PB. Oh my gosh. I'll debrief later because I don't know if you can hear me at all. But I'm watching my friend now and she is smashing it, but my legs are starting to get so sore.
I can't believe we just did that. Oh my gosh. 104.38, I think. I can't remember if I've said this or not, but I accidentally, like when you have your watch, you click this to like lap your time essentially. So when I do a Hyrox, I just record it as a run and obviously do the run and then come back in, hit lap when I go into the station and then lap when I go out of the station and so on. So I accidentally paused it on the first one and so my total time for the workout was off because it was paused throughout a whole station. So I'm like, oh, I don't know how we're going. I don't know how we're tracking and stuff. Cass did have hers, but she didn't really look at it at all. We just wanted to make sure at halfway we were kind of on pace because we both know we've both improved our running. Obviously I did a 5k PB, I did a 10k PB, and I've gotten stronger. I did my squat clean PB. Halfway, which is when we were leaving the burpees, so we got 4 runs and 4 stations to go. We wanted to be around 33 minutes, which would get us like 106. And so when we left the burpees, we were on 33. But of course, the first 4 stations are harder, they're longer, so you're obviously going to be faster during the second half of the race. Anyway, so when we crossed the finish line, obviously it comes up on the big screen, your time and everything. So it came up and I looked up, I was like, oh my God, guys. You would have seen, I was just shocked. I was like, oh my God, where's in 104? What the heck? That is a 6-minute PB from the last doubles we did. 4th in our age group, which was the 25 to 29, but obviously Cass is turning 35 in 5 weeks. So if this race was in 5 weeks' time, when she's 35, we would have been bumped up to the 30 to 34 age group, and we would have won that age group, and we would have gotten a world qualifying spot. So if this race was in 5 weeks' time, we would be going to Worlds, and we would have won our age group. So annoying because yes, we were so over the moon with how we did, and like 6-minute PB is insane, but it's just a little bit annoying because we could be going to Worlds. But that's alright, we just gotta do it again in December at Melbourne or in Brisbane next year, or go over to Tokyo and do one in Japan, or go to New Zealand and do Auckland. Either way, we're getting that Worlds qualifying spot. We are going to Sweden next year and I'm qualifying properly. I'm not filling in our running splits. We both felt so strong. Like, obviously our strongest part is the exercises, and the running isn't our strong suit. So same thing happened here that happens all the time. We would overtake people on the stations. We'd finish faster than, like the 3 people ahead of us, but then they'd catch us on the runs, and then we'd do the station faster, and then they'd catch us on the runs, and they're just like yo-yoing back and forth the whole time. So we ended up getting to the end like the same time as everyone else. But yeah, lucky it finished us on the station. We felt so strong on the runs. I actually think, and Cass agrees, like looking back on the runs now, I think we still have a little bit more to give, just to send it a little bit more. But it's hard when you've never done something before. You don't know how much to push. Like today that was, again, it was a 6-minute improvement. Like we already pushed as much as we thought. But now that we've done a 104, we think we can get a 103 or 102 and just keep improving even more, like keep training the way we do. So you would have seen sleds moved so good. Sled pull, I think we could work on a few things. Yeah, like it don't get me wrong, it felt good, but I think just with I never do sled pull. Like my training, I don't train Hyrox specifically. You would have seen, like I train, I do my conditioning sessions, I do my 2 runs, maybe a 3rd run in there, and then I do my 3 strength sessions. Like I truly believe you don't need to do a Hyrox program. You don't need to train Hyrox to do Hyrox. I think if you're strong, if you are coordinated with the movements, if you do 2 conditioning sessions a week just to, practice your erg endurance, to be comfortable with your heart rate fluctuating into that, zone 5 area, that high intensity sort of movements. Usually in my conditioning, there's some running chucked in there, so I know what it's like to chuck running in with weighted exercises. Conditioning sessions, there's usually wall balls in there, there's more functional movements, and then my 2 runs, obviously do my longer one on the Sunday, which is slower, low heart rate, being in that zone 2, and then also my speed session a week, just practicing speed, and it's obviously improving my speed. If you just get overall fitter, your capabilities become so much more, because you're able to, there's that threshold or your limit it just becomes higher, so you're able to last longer in that, higher state and push harder. I don't enjoy training for one thing, which is, you guys would obviously know, like, I like being able to do lots of things, and I like a training regime that sets me up to be able to do everything. Like, sets me up to, if someone asks if I want to do a half marathon, yep, I'll go do one. If someone wants me to do Hyrox, yep, I can do a Hyrox. A CrossFit comp, yep, I'll do, okay, like, not elite CrossFit, but like the intermediate CrossFit I could do, with like, your turf games with your cleans and stuff, yep, I'll go do that. I just like fitness. I just like being able to do different stuff. Running, that's surely not. It's saying our average running was 4:19. Pardon? Wow. Oh my gosh. For reference, the last one we did together, our average was 5-minute pace. So we've made up 40 seconds per run. Ski 405 came 20th. I don't love the ski. Ski's my least favourite station, which is great because it's first. So it's just like out of the way, most fresh. Sled push 144 came 6th. Sled pull 330 came 15th. Burpee broad jumps, we love a burpee, we came second on that station. 2 minutes and 25 seconds. Girls can burpee. Row became 8th, 426. Farmer's carry became 20th, 141. I hate a farmer's carry. It's so, like, you would have known from my Sydney one. Fuck a farmer's carry, I'm sorry. Like, I died in Sydney trying to do that by myself. Lunges, love a lunge. Girls can lunge. We came 3rd on that station, 242. And wall balls, love a wall balls. If I'm to the wall balls, I know that I can finish it. We came 11th, 328. So the course is a little bit odd. Like, there was a bit of like a dog leg with the runs, which I'll insert the map. It was like funny. It was 3 laps as well. But kudos to us is we didn't miss a lap, which is good. We didn't get penalised. Doing these sort of things, it's like, okay, cool. Now I know I can do that. Like, how much further can I push, or how much further can we push? Because I reckon, like, judging off how we felt today, I reckon we can get it down to like 10, at least low 103s, high 102s, I reckon. Yeah, wow. But it's also like one of those things that to do a Hyrox, you need to be a bloody good runner. Like, you need to be a quick runner. But Cass and I were saying, like, we would rather be able to run, but then also, you know, be able to squat clean 80 kilos, be able to squat or like lift heavy. So it's like, if you really want to get really good at Hyrox, you need to run. You need to get really good at running and be okay sacrificing the other stuff. And I'm not that into Hyrox that I'm willing to sacrifice other stuff. Like I was saying before, like I like being able to do everything. So if that means, you know, just that our ceiling is at 103 maybe, then that's okay. That's fine with me. It was so sweet. Like, so many people came up to me and so many people said they got into Hyrox because of me, and so many people said that they watched my YouTube. So if you're one of those people, hi. Oh, also, I was wearing the shoes again. You know how so I have worn these shoes 3 times and I've PB'd every single time. So first time was City Surf, where I ran my 10k PB in the little 14ks. Ran them again for my 5k time trial. PB'd. Ran them today. PB'd. I'm going to have a shower now because we are going to have a fat feed for dinner. We're going to have a pizza. Just all the carbs. All of them. Eat them all. I'm going to do a little run club in the morning. So many girls that I saw over there were like, oh, I'm going to come to your run in the morning. I was like, I forgot I was doing that, but yes, I will see you there. All right, good morning. Happy Sunday. In classic me, I ended up not vlogging dinner last night, and then I did my little run club this morning, which was so wholesome. Like, we just went for a little 30-minute run along the river and then chatted at coffee for like an hour afterwards. It was so nice. Absolutely demolished the pizza last night. Oh my god, it was so good. It went down very, very quickly. Anyway, I am rushing because I was supposed to be checked out 15 minutes ago and I'm still not checked out, so I need to go, and then I'm just going to head to the airport now and fly home. It's going to be like a 7-hour travel day, which is ridiculous because I'm just going to the other side of Australia, but it literally takes like 7 hours. Thank you so much for coming along Hyrox with me. I still can't believe we did that. Isn't it crazy, just like when you exceed your own expectations and then you're like, oh, okay, I'm capable of way more than I thought. And so the bars just keeps getting raised higher and higher. So yeah, such a good weekend. Very, very happy with that, and I'll see you in the next one.